Right, good evening everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you may have, please leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Obviously nothing in this video is financial advice, and I'd like to apologise for my voice in advance. There may be some coughing in the video. I've had a cold now for just going over a week. I've still been able to train at the gym, but this cough won't seem to go, but that's by the by. Let's crack on. I'm going to be talking about Cardano today, but I'll start off by going through the cryptocurrency market because it's quite interesting today. There's a bit of blood on the streets, as they say. The market cap's dropped below $1 trillion. It's 998 billion at the moment, so we've lost 2.76% of the market. It was worse than that earlier, so it is starting to claw back those gains. So I'd like to think we'd be back above $1 trillion tomorrow, possibly the day after, depending on how things play out over the coming days. We've got 24-hour trading volume of $61 billion. Bitcoin dominance is at 41.8%. Bitcoin's clawed back a little bit recently. It's at 21.6. It was much lower than that earlier. But yeah, we're below that $22,000 range price. But as long as we're above 20,000, that's not really too much cause for concern as far as I'm concerned. Across the top 10, you can see there's been pullbacks. BNB's the worst performer of the day. It's down 9.3%. 1%. It's starting to get back some of its gains, so it might be a time to DCA into BNB if you're interested in that. Cardano, which I'm going to talk about, that's down 4%. It is making some of its gains back. Polygon's had a bad day, as has Solana, but it has gained a little bit of ground on it. As for the biggest rises in the last 24 hours, I looked at this earlier and there wasn't much. BNX is up 12.5%, Maker's up 9.6%, and CRV's up 8.85% rather, but it's been a fairly bad day, so there's no major rises really across the board. Where's my cursor gone? There we are. Sorry, it got stuck on another screen. So let's look at the Cardano page. You can see we're down 4.12%, which isn't brilliant, but it just goes to show you shouldn't really be FOMOing into a project just because you see it's doing well. You should always have price levels set to where you'd like to be buying coins. We'll look at that on the chart shortly, but there's always going to be a better opportunity to buy in. 4% cheaper than it was yesterday. You're going to be getting substantially more tokens for your money depending on how much you're putting in. So we've still got a market cap above $12 billion, circulating supply 34.6 billion Cardano, which is 77% of the total supply. As you can see, this isn't a pretty sight today. Open up around 37 cents. We're currently trading at 35, so it's not, it's 2 cents, but when the price is so low, it does look a lot worse than it actually is. Sentiment on Cardano again is just shilling basically. Where should we look at? We'll have a quick look at the heat map. So this is without Bitcoin. You can see Cardano is one of the bigger ones. It's down 2.8%. Nothing really. Oh, HBAR's made a bit of a gain back, and Tron's done quite well, including Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin in size in comparison to the rest of the market. It's huge, but it looks like it's going to end on a flat day today if it continues to make back the gains that it gave away earlier. If we go to the Cardano chart, look at it on the daily, we can see how things have played out. The position we're in currently, we're still got this golden cross here. We're above the 50 and the 100, and we've got support down at 32 cents. So if you could even wait, obviously not financial advice, if you could wait for this sort of region to be buying some more, that's where I'll be looking to be buying. Potentially, if we bounce off either the 50 or the 100, that's when I'll buy, because that will give me a confirmation that there is actually support there and these moving averages are in play. Should we break through them, I'd probably wait for a further low to better buying opportunity, which would be down at 24 cents, but that's going to be a few days away. So we just have to, for me, it's best to sit on your hands at these moments, not just jump in and think, conversely, like, you don't want to be jumping in on the top of a green candle thing, oh, this is the best time to be in, and you don't want to be jumping in at the bottom of a red candle thing, oh, it's not going to go any lower, because it doesn't work like that. You have to have things, you have to analyze your chart and set where your buying levels are and where your set levels for taking profit are. Otherwise you're just doing it blindly, and that's how people lose money and lose faith in crypto, and that's how we get people out of the market. We want more people investing to bring more money into the market, so they need to be doing it in a strategic way. They need to have even a mechanical system, which isn't the most what's the word I'm looking for, sophisticated way of trading, but even a mechanical strategy can make you money in the market. I can see on the daily there is actually a short trade setting up. Should we breach this low tomorrow, there would be a short there. Let's have a look at the 4 hourly, see if we can get more of an in-depth look. On the 4 hourly, you can see it looks fairly flat. Nothing major. The only thing is we are below these two key moving averages. But conversely, that I did just say we had a short trade setting up on the daily. We got a long trade setting up on the 4 hourly. Is there any divergences or anything confirmed there? So we have got a bullish divergence there as well. So I'd be more inclined to take a trade to the upside. But as previously mentioned in my other videos, I don't generally trade cryptocurrencies, day trade or even swing trade. But you can see there's a very clear is there a divergence? Yeah, there's a divergence from this low here to this low here, and it is playing out. We've made a new low that's been breached. Should this candle close above that high, and the following candle break that high, then that's technically a mechanical trade for a long trade, basically a painting by numbers trade. It's a fairly simple strategy. You could be targeting the 50 or the 100. I'd have to delve into it more, but yeah, there's a potential long trade setting up there. But with Bitcoin and everything, the entire market being down, it's not something I'd want to be looking at doing right now. So let's go and look at this article that I read. It's regarding something that's happening tomorrow. Valentine's Day. Massive upgrade is set to launch on 14th of February. This is what you can expect for ADA price. The SECP or SECP 256K1 upgrade will be gifted to the Cardano community on Valentine's Day. An ADA price surge is now being predicted. Now perhaps that mechanical trade that I pointed out earlier will play out now, but you never know, because they've done these upgrades in the past and it's had absolutely zero effect on price. There was an upgrade that happened last year which had the negative effect on price. I don't know if you remember that, but you never know. Crypto's a funny old business. Just expect the unexpected is what I'd say. Be careful what you invest in, be careful who you listen to, and invest with your head, not your heart. You have to be very almost like Mr. Spock. You've got to show no emotion in this, otherwise if you invest emotionally, that's when you lose money. You overinvest, you over leverage, you get yourself into trouble, and once again that's how people get forced out of the market. They believe crypto is a scam when it's not. This is here to stay. So let's just do it. Everyone do things sensibly. Make your own mind up. Don't listen to YouTubers, even me. Just take in what I say, do your own research, and then decide whether you want to invest or not. So anyway, I went off on one a bit there, didn't I? Apologies for that. This year's Valentine's Day is coming with a special gift for the Cardano community. Members of the Cardano community are looking forward to the long-awaited Cardano upgrade, SECP. The community has patiently awaited the arrival of SECP since it was announced on the 3rd of November 2022. The community is now only 24 hours away from SECP going live. The VP of Community and Ecosystem at Input Output, Tim Harrison, kept the market excitement of community members up after making a reassuring Twitter post. The post hints that the Cardano Valentine upgrade is still going live on the 14th of February as previously announced. There's the tweet there. I will link the article down below so you can go into it in more detail, because I don't want to be talking for too long because it's getting late. And I just wanted to bring you this little update. Basically, Cardano has been on a decline for more than 7 days. Price stabilized at 0.36. ADA could see a very swift change in the next few days. Dan Gambardello is a Cardano influencer who already says a pump is in sight. I'm certain Cardano ecosystem is about to burst into a market share feeding frenzy, he said. Very bold statement. He could be right. I'm not sure. I'll go back to the chart in a minute and see what I make of that. SECP, its benefits for developers and what it brings to the Cardano network. SECP, also known as SECP, is an SECP, also known as SECP, that's fairly poorly written, is an elliptic curve. The curve is used by blockchains in pyramidal public key cryptography to validate transaction signatures. Schnorr signatures and elliptic curve digital signature algorithms are an example of SECP. Using these allows users to integrate and verify specific signed hash data. Both signature algorithms work with SECP 256K1 curve in many blockchains. Cardano uses the Edwards curve digital signature algorithm with an elliptic curve 25519 as its native signature algorithm. This means that Plutus DApp developers who want to work with other blockchains need to validate ECDSA and Schnorr signatures would have to spend time, effort and funds to implement such SECP elliptic curves in Plutus. Additionally, this considerably increases potential security risks since ECDSA and Schnorr aren't native to Cardano. Such operations would be more expensive and time consuming unless provided by built-in functions, Cardano explained. IOG wants to enable building cross-chain applications efficiently by adding new built-in functions. Functions will support ECDSA, Schnorr and Cardano's native signature. Built-in functions will become native to Cardano. Security will provide excuse me. That's that cold I was talking about. Built-in functions will become native to Cardano. Security will be provided at the highest level when the built-in functions have been audited and implemented by experts. Plutus dApp developers will have a wider choice of multi-threshold or threshold signature designs for usage as a result. Right, I butchered that article slightly, so as I said, I will link it down below and you can read through it and make of it what you will. But going back to the chart and what I think, will this upgrade cause a massive surge in price? I think with market conditions, we might be slightly disappointed, but potentially, are people going to want to invest in this when it's pulled back? Potentially, yes. It's a tricky one because we've had these upgrades before and they've had no bearing on the market. You can see we're still in a massive downtrend. We're not in bull market territory yet. We've just dropped below $1 trillion. So money's coming out the market. And like I said, expect the unexpected. This thing could take off tomorrow because of this, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. So I'm going to wrap it up for there because it's getting a bit late. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience rather. And any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.